It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Portland Trail Blazers at Moda Center. It's been hard to come by a W lately for this Trail Blazers group. The goal tonight is clear: figuring out a way to solidify some momentum. Coming into this game, they've struggled, just 2-8 over their last 10. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint.
Let me write that one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon.
Not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaq-Stradamus.
Shaq-Stradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many moons ago.
I've never heard
You're
that
acting
before.
like it's your original thought.
It is my original
I've never heard
It's
that
not a
before.
marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get it.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh,
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
I've never heard that either.
No, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
The starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia 76ers. At center, Mccollum. At shooting guard, Jamal Crawford. At the other guard position, Markelle Fultz. At power forward, Dario Saric. At the other forward position, Robert Covington. The head coach of the visiting team is Brett Brown. Let's be going, Portland Trail Blazers! And small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1, Evan Turner. The other forward, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 8, Al-Farouk Aminu. Starting at center, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 27, Yusuf Nurkic. At the shooting guard position, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 3, CJ McCollum. At guard, 6'3" from Weber State, wearing number 0, Damian Lillard. The head coach for your home team is Terry Stotts. Once again, your Portland Trail Blazers.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Philadelphia 76ers come in for this one. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Back to the road tomorrow, as this is the final game of the Trailblazer homestand. Right now, guys, they want nothing more than to pick up wins, which have not been the easiest thing for them to do so far this season.
Yeah, and mentally, they're a team right now that's a little bit dysfunctional. And there's a visible tightness in terms of how they play and little flow right now to the game. They just haven't been able to sustain any periods of consistency.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the 76ers, Covington at the 3 and Saric at the 4. Markelle Fultz out there with Crawford, and it's Mccollum in at the center. And here is Saric after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. And Mccollum has it in the corner, buries the long-range jumper. Here at the midway point, what we begin to realize now, there were some underrated pickups in the offseason that are showing what they can do.
Yeah, these are the kind of moves where at the end of the year you start thinking about candidates for Executive of the Year because they've plugged some holes. They've had an acquisition that's made their bench deeper, and we start to see in an 82-game season that maybe in the 55th to 57th game, a pickup like that is helping them win ball games. This is where those guys earn their money, the general manager.
Not wholesale changes. Just one guy can change a team slightly, and that nuance pays off.
Oh, anything subtle like that, that's where really you tip your hat to the general managers who understood that at some point during the year, we're going to lean on this player.
Now Fultz, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. From the arc. That shot off the mark. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Now Saric after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Fultz the pass to Crawford. Had the space there, but it's offline. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
I'm sure that's on the scouting report to not let him catch and shoot. With McCollum's marksmanship, that's easy money.
Now let's send it over to D.A., who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Yeah, Kevin, he's mindful of the fact that this is a shot-blocking team they're playing, but he doesn't want his team to be shy offensively. He said, if anything, we have to be patient and at the same time aggressive. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can score inside. We'll see if that works, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, David. Guys, just how difficult is it to face a team with this kind of defense?
Kevin, it is tough. They've got some guys who can totally wreck your game plan with their activity on D.
I also wonder if this is going to give them a spark of their own on defense. You face a team with this kind of pressure, and it can get you fired up to prove that you're every bit as tough as your opponent.
And the first one at the line is good. And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
Portland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. McCollum against Crawford. Nurkic finds Aminu over Saric. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot. That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
On the wing, Turner, defended by Covington. And a wide open look for McCollum, off target with his 3.
Now, you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
Here's Saric, and that one drops for him.
And right in the teeth of the defense, making a statement early in this one.
Yeah, pinpointing the rim protection with that attack, and no one makes enough of an effort there to stop him.
Now here's Turner. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here we go, Saric, the fast break chance. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Utah. Poked away, Covington with the steal. A floater, and Crawford lays it up and in. Crawford's got his first points of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
Here's Nurkic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Will it go? Drains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got a couple of threes now in the first for Portland. And Greg with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
Now, here's Aminu. After the miss from Crawford. Great open look there. And so Crawford will bring it up for the 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Yeah, it just looked like, and I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but just never comfortable in this game. And the line certainly is one of those places where that could show up.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Now here's Fultz. Covered by Lillard. Over McCollum. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, C.J. McCollum could teach a class on how to get and one opportunities. Well, C.J. one of those exemplary players that stayed all 4 years at Lehigh and then came into the league very, very polished and very ready for everything that the league was going to throw at him. Not just the defenses on the court, but the NBA lifestyle in general. And he learned to be a great leader here in Portland alongside Damian Lillard.
One shot.
And for McCollum, rare does someone who stayed all 4 years end up being such a star at the NBA level.
Well, McCollum's done just such a great job of improving his game even after coming into the league so polished. And how fortunate for Portland in the wake of losing one of their all-time greats in LaMarcus Aldridge to fill some of that scoring gap with a talented player like C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
The 76ers trailed by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Crawford's shot is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pass to Aminu. Fires from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Aminu's got 5.
The CJ, such an effective two-guard, not just a shooter and a great shooter at that, but a capable passer when his teammates are open.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Last season, the Blazers were at a bit of a crossroads, wondering if they should start over and make some major changes, some rumblings at the trade deadline of maybe one of their diminutive guard positions might have been on the move, but they stayed with the group. Terry Stotts did a remarkable job and made some slight changes to the game plan and got them to the 3rd seed.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Harkless comes in for Evan Turner. And it's Seth Curry in for Lillard. Now here's Harkless. His last outing, he had 8 points. And the basket by McCollum. With the core of Lillard and McCollum, not easy to break that up.
Well, as bad as the first round might have been for the Blazers last year in terms of getting swept, it's very unique to have that kind of skill in the backcourt and hard to give up on. It's a team that won 13 straight in 2018, so the talent is there. It's just about the pieces and establishing a new chemistry with those pieces that'll be imperative for the Blazers.
Now here's Curry. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And McConnell gets it to go.
A good job by Wilson right there to recognize his teammate was open and just simply gave it up.
Here's McCollum. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. It's stolen by Saric. And here we go. Saric all alone. Finished off the break. And now just a 4-point Portland lead.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
There's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose. And I love the energy on this play.
Now here's Leonard. No points in the game yet for him. The pass to Aminu. Harkless kicks to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Leonard. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Saric.
You just don't want to give away points by giving away passing lanes. McCollum right there waiting for one, then threads the needle.
For Portland, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Cook is checked in for Portland.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Brent, I'm sure there were times, and you've won 2 championships, where you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio. And that was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a Game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a Game 7 and had lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off of Game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the Game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005.
Here is Cook. Wilson Chandler making his last shot. Saric with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Utah Jazz.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
Count it.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Cook kicks to Leonard. Over Saric. Portland again missing. And here's Reddick. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 3, and it's sent back by Leonard.
There's some good commitment from Myers Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The shot by Curry, no good. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Covington from the arc, but they get it back. McConnell scanning the floor. Back to Chandler. Clock at 6. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Chandler's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Chandler's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Cook kicks to Leonard. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's foul number 2 for him.
There are times where you have to play with a little bit more caution. That's already his 2nd foul in the first quarter.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Amir Johnson's checked in for Saric, and it's Korkmaz in for Robert Covington. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Releases. Cook, good.
Well, Myers Leonard at that size can look over the top of the defense, so a good job of finding his teammates there.
Here's McConnell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Intercepted. They're running. Here's Harkless. Finished off the break. And now a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. That one falls. Reddick's got his first bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's stolen. And now Reddick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Here is Cook. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And another turnover here by Portland. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right there. At major turning points, they'd miss a series of shots, they'd make some mistakes, and it led to the wipeout.
Curry against Reddick. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Reddick's got his second basket of the game.
Reddick reading the defense well, and that time goes with the floater.
A big-time effort for Dario Saric, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
I think you said it. If you start off playing physical, Greg, there's kind of the attention of the referees and the opponent that they're coming at them all night long.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Wilson Chandler out there with Johnson. Then there's J.J. Reddick, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3. Now here's Reddick. And here's McConnell. Chandler outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Aminu. And Harkless pulls it down.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
The dish to Cook. Passes it to Aminu. Back to Cook. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Cook's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Trailblazers. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now, here's Reddick. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trailblazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense. Now in his 7th year with the Blazers, they've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Leonard. Turner comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Quinn Cook. And the free throw, no good. And with Terry Stotts last year, there were some rumblings about his job after the sweep.
Might have been a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Remember, Portland slid into that 3rd seed with how close it was in the Western Conference, and that might have added a bit more pressure. But Portland does not have a lot of flexibility with their roster. Somehow Terry Stotts gets to 50 wins in any given year. So it might have been a poor decision, and they saw through that, and he's back for this season.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Evan Turner. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And they can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Now, here is Mccollum. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Mccollum. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Fultz, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Portland. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Lillard left side. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Outside Turner. That one, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Crawford against Curry. Fultz the pass to Korkmaz, and he gets it to go.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they
a
throw
lefty
you off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. And the basket by McCollum.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Fultz kicks to Crawford. Pass to Muscala. Second shot opportunity. Nurkic with the block.
Is this basketball or volleyball? Nurkic with the spike.
Left side, Turner. Misses off the right iron. Philadelphia has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Korkmaz. Turner covering. Pass to Crawford. Johnson kicks to Fultz. Shoots over Lillard. Another miss by Philadelphia. Portland's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Fultz. 23 points for him the last game against Utah. The pass to Crawford. Over McCollum. Another miss by Philadelphia. Trailblazers leading by 4. Kicks it to Turner. Now Harkless. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from McCollum. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in, you got to get him off his spots.
Crawford. Almost, but it rolls out. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's McCollum. Rebound by Johnson. The 76ers trail by 7. Crawford looking over the floor. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Banked in off the glass.
Bucket earned, out muscling and out hustling everybody for the rebound.
Now here's Lillard, guarded by Fultz. Lillard finds Nurkic, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Saric comes in for Johnson, and Robert Covington subbed in for Korkmaz.
Robert Covington.
And Portland has possession. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's foul number 2 for him. Crawford against McCollum. Down low, 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Saric.
Yeah, a bit surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of turnovers they've already committed.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached this Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A. thanks. Trailblazers on D. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Crawford outside. Over McCollum. Crawford, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 3. Right wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. Portland again missing.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through. Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
McCollum, one of the best shooters in the NBA. Any range, Brent, any shot, he can knock it down.
Yeah, a little bit of a down year in 18 for Lillard, but the way that he can score and the efficiency with which he can score is just remarkable. I really like to watch the pace he plays with, Kevin. I mean, he finds spots on the floor to get to and has that length and kind of never sped up sort of mentality on the offensive end. Becomes very, very dangerous.
And here's Fultz following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Now, here is Mccollum. He's guarded by Nurkic. Crawford, no one around him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Crawford's got 9.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Here's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
Crawford outside. Fultz kicks to Crawford. Lets it fly. That one a little long.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Now Fultz. After the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. Here's Saric. Lillard with the rebound. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Over Fultz. Lillard misses. The 76ers trail by 6. Covington with it. Picked up by Turner. Covington kicks to Crawford. Yes, that goes in. Crawford's got 5 points now in the quarter. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Covington with the steal. Crawford against McCollum. Out to Saric. Crawford outside. Dishes it to Mccollum. 5 to shoot. Here's Saric. But they'll get another chance. Mccollum, the pass to Saric. Another shot. It's blocked. And he recovers it. Here's Fultz. And that one hits back iron.
Man, he's missing those kind of good looks. His team is in some serious trouble.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Mccollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless. Curry's checked in for Evan Turner. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Lillard. Then for the 76ers, Wilson Chandler's checked in for Saric. Reddick comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz. Here is Cook. He's got 5. McCollum outside.
76ers foul call.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting for Portland, C.J. McCollum. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First free throw is good.
Really increasing the amount of times he goes to the free throw line, just learning and assimilating. McCollum is so much more comfortable with the ball now.
Both good from the line that time. The 76ers trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's McCollum. 17 points for him last game against Golden State. And the basket by Curry.
The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
McConnell finds Chandler over Aminu. Chandler, no good. Trailblazers leading by 7. McCollum feeling it out a bit. 55 seconds left here in the second. Philadelphia has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to McConnell. And Muscala has it in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range.
He sunk that 3 in the first. Looks yet to make another one.
McCollum against Reddick. Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists in the game. The 76ers trail by 10. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. $19 seconds left in the first half of the game. It's stolen by Curry. And here's the fast break. That one wide left. It's Chandler high post. It's stolen by Curry. He doesn't hit that one.
Well, the instincts there shown by J.J. Reddick, pretty remarkable, doing everything to annoy his man.
And so we wrap up the first half. Trailblazers lead by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 27 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
C.J. McCollum, you think you have him covered, then he puts it in on you. One of the most creative offensive minds in the league. Scores on all 3 levels, equally, proficient, and with either hand.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose. because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Al-Farouq Amino is out there with Nurkic, and it's Turner in at the 3 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. 76ers shooting for the game at 42%. Covington against Turner. Pass to Mccollum. Now here's Fultz. Just 5 to shoot. Trying his luck deep, but they'll get another chance. Saric, that's good.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
And the 3 ball is good. 30 points for C.J. McCollum.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Crawford drives in. Nurkic with the block, and he's able to get it back. Here's Muscala. The three-pointer, no good.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Bucks. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that number 1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Philadelphia, 9.5 games behind.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season. And that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Unfortunately, those expectations were right on the money. They just weren't ready to join that elite group of teams at the top of this league. And they're still in the playoff picture, and we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
Now here's Fultz. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Fultz with the ball. He's got 6. Shoots over Lillard. The 76ers with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass? And Evan Turner, the former number 2 pick out of Ohio State, you know, he acts as a utility knife for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
Now here's Lillard. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Korkmaz checked in for Robert Covington. Timeout called the 76ers.
And checking out the stats for Fultz. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's putting up 13 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Muscala dishes to Crawford. Over McCollum. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Turner. Kicks it out to McCollum. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got his 5th assist in this one. And so Crawford will bring it up for the 76ers. 15-point game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Good D by McCollum.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
The pass to Fultz. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Now here's Crawford. He's got 11. They could use a bucket. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Crawford's got 14 points.
Yeah, Jamal Crawford looking comfortable from behind the arc on that one. Tough to lock him down out there. You're worried about him driving around you.
Sinks the three-pointer. And that's 13 points for Lillard.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side clinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here's Crawford. He's got 14. Turner looking around. Here's Aminu. The slam dunk by Aminu.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
And here's Fultz. He's got 6. Crawford outside. Crawford missing again, and Portland with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. And the basket by McCollum.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
The 76ers trail by 19. Fultz kicks to Crawford. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. He's got 16. For Portland, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. The shot by Lillard wide open. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
And the 76ers call time here.
Well, Damian Lillard, a star in this league for several years now. Whether that's recognized by an all-star appearance or not, it doesn't matter. He has been elite at the point guard position. Just a dynamic scorer and one of the more lethal players in the NBA, hoping to push Portland further and further at some point in his career.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Aminu. Harkless comes in for Turner. Seth Curry, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Lillard. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Muscala. Chandler comes in for Saric. J.J. Reddick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz. And with Lillard, he often can be forgotten about just because there are so many great guards in the NBA, Brent, in particular in the West.
Well, let's face it, he just missed out on a couple of seasons of representing the Portland Trailblazers as a guard in the Western Conference because of the loaded Western Conference and how good the guards are. But regardless, there's no denying that Lillard is right up there as one of the elites in the league.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. Trailblazers leading by 16. To the paint, Harkless the pass to Cook. And it goes down 2 points. Cook's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Passes to McConnell. He kicks it to Chandler. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Harkless finds Curry, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He has a little bit bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
One shot, find the lanes.
Free throw good by Curry. The 76ers trail by 21. Here's McConnell. He's got 5. Chandler outside. With the teardrop, and the layup is good. Chandler's got 8 points.
Yeah, good timing on the weak side to get the cut. You can't give Chandler that kind of lane to the basket.
Cook looking it over. Kicks to Curry. He dishes it to Nurkic. 6 to shoot over Johnson. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
Here's Chandler. After the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. And the rejection by Leonard. The feed to Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reddick. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for the game with the Mavericks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Well, the length of Chandler helping defensively that time. Great at using it to distract the shooter.
Here's Korkmaz, defended by Harkless. Here's McConnell, feeds it to Johnson. Chandler kicks to Reddick. Jacks up a 3. Here's Johnson. Back to Chandler. Pass to Korkmaz. And it's Chandler top of the key. Knocked loose. On the wing, Johnson. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got 5 now.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Reddick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Now Curry. He's got 9. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Taking a look at some stats for Curry, how his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 9 points a night, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent, but honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
First free throw is good. Robert Covington's checked in for Philadelphia. So he gets them both, and Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys, and instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
So a moment now to see the story on Jusuf Nurkic. Over the last month, getting it done. 7th in field goal percentage, 14th in rebounding. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Covington with the bucket.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters fishing with dynamite.
Outside Curry. Pass to Leonard. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. Take a look at the Warriors. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Trailblazers just way behind.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Still some chances to find some positives as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Portland. From the line, Reddick with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 15. And there's the pass to Covington. Sweet little floater. Covington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
And J.J. Reddick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Reddick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
They've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Chandler. He's got 8. Outside for Reddick. Passes it to Johnson. Here's McConnell. No good with the triple. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21, and it's Cook missing. The 76ers trail by 15. Now here's Covington. 5 points in the game. He feeds it to Johnson. Nurkic with the block. Here is Cook. And taken away by Johnson. McConnell with it. 7 points in the game. Here's Chandler. Hits the close-range jumper. Chandler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Got to talk on defense that left him all alone.
Here's Cook. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 76ers trail by 13. And so in the game for the 76ers, Reddick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. Johnson is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. Now here's Johnson. Back to McConnell. Shot clock at 6. Over Cook. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And here is Curry. Aminu dishes to Curry. He kicks it to Cook. On the wing, Turner. The dish to Nurkic. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got his 7th assist here tonight. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And here's Chandler from the arc at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Reading the defense well. When you're not up on Wilson Chandler, he's going to torch you with a catch and shoot.
Now Curry. Kicks to Aminu. Back to Curry. Shoots it up. Got a piece of it.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers. Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Portland leading by 10. And there's the foul. It'll go on TJ McConnell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Quinn Cook. Then for the 76ers, Mike Muscala is checked in for Johnson. Sharch comes in for Robert Covington. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for TJ McConnell. Now here's Nurkic over Muscala and misses it off the right side of the rim. Stolen by McCollum. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And the 76ers making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Jamal Crawford. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And Saric kicks to Fultz. Puts it up from 12, and he gets the jumper to drop. Fultz has got it back down to within single digits for Philadelphia. Lillard up top, guarded by Fultz. Pass to McCollum. Over Crawford. And he hits the jump shot. That's 36 points for C.J. McCollum.
And the ball handling right there of McCollum. He's able to get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Now, here is Muscala. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lillard surveying the D. Pass to Turner. From deep. Unable to get that one. And Philadelphia the other way now.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Crawford against McCollum. Chandler kicks to Fultz. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. Fultz has got 5 points now this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's the pass to McCollum. Unloads. Aminu misses. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Fultz the pass to Chandler. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Muscala finds Saric. Looking for Fultz. He gets it in there. And the shot goes down. And now just a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
The aggressiveness has picked up on both sides of the floor. And I'm not sure what took them so long to muster that, but here we are.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Pass to Crawford. The feed now to Muscala. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Aminu. They get it again and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, nice hustle from Nurkic to come up with the board and the bucket.
Here's Fultz. To the middle. Here's Saric. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 assists in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now here's McCollum, and Aminu kicks to Lillard. And finished off by Nurkic.
Excellent job by Nurkic to go right into the defense and get hit. Then he buries the shot.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And Nurkic, one of those guys who you notice for many minutes of the game if he's engaged, and then you couldn't tell if he played 12 to 15 minutes if he's not active enough. So still looking to develop him both on offense and trying to make him a little bit more consistent on defense. The coaching staff has that task at hand, and Nurkic has a big hand in that.
Now here's Chandler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And with Nurkic at times, he can look like a star, but it's not easy for him to sustain that.
Well, all centers need to find some time to get some consistency. Heck, any player does, Kevin. But when Nurkic is focused, there are some things out there that he does that are quite impactful for this Portland offense. It's so guard heavy that to have something on the interior takes a lot of weight off their all-star guards.
2 shots.
Free throw, Chandler. And Wilson Chandler, during the NBA lockout back in 2011, Brent, decided to keep playing, but it was in China.
Yeah, his deal did not have an out clause, so that's how committed he was to getting himself laced up and on the court. And once the NBA lockout ended, he couldn't just come back and pick up where he left off. He had to stay in China, finish the season, and then return to the Nuggets.
Yusuf Nurkic, a free agent this past summer. A lot of big men, Brent, on the market, and he flew under the radar.
Well, this team knows maybe how good Nurkic can be because they see him in practice all the time. They're just looking for a little bit more consistency in terms of the effort from him. The next few seasons of his development was really going to be a critical part of Nurkic's career.
Now, here's Aminu. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go.
You're to the point now where Lillard is just as good at creating his own shot or spotting up off the ball. Keeps defenses guessing.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Fultz takes the elbow jumper and trains it. Fultz has got 9 points here in the second half. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Here's McCollum. Nice D from Crawford.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Here's Muscala. No good on the triple.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Here's Sharch. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
At the line of the 76ers, Dario Saric. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Robert Covington's checked in for Wilson Chandler. Saric nails them both.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Now, here's Lillard, guarded by Fultz. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Doubled by Crawford. Shot clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Trailblazers now. McCollum against Crawford. Shot clock at 5. Ring shot on the way. McCollum, no good.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
Now, here is Mccollum. Saric in the corner. Over Aminu. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Now here's Turner. Following the missed shot by Dario Saric. The shot by Turner, no good.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Crawford. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, when you're on defense, hands up and antennas up with Crawford, constantly looking to get himself to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Crawford's such a unique player. Tall and skinny, devastatingly quick, great handle, and an innate ability to score the basketball.
Both free throws, good from Crawford.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told them, look, fellas, this is what we're capable of when you come together as one. I knew you had it in you, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Finish this game.
He drains the quick shot. McCollum's got 38 points.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
Fultz with the ball. Shoots over Lillard. Fultz, no good. Lillard outside. Launches it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aminu. The 76ers trail by 4. Crawford kicks to Fultz. Back to Crawford. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 5 assists tonight.
And Crawford loves these opportunities, steps up and sinks a huge one.
Now here's Lillard. Wide open. Rebound by Mccollum. Muscala's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Covington in the corner. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Covington against Turner. He kicks it to Nurkic. That one drops for him. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 14 rebounds. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Fultz. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Damian Lillard.
Oh, you cannot say enough great things about Fultz, just showing a willingness to take and make the big shots.
One shot.
Portland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 41.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
Here's Fultz, and the 76ers tack on 2 more. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. He gets that one. 19 points for Damian Lillard.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Crawford against McCollum. And McCollum with the block. Outside Turner. He tries for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Muscala's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. He's guarded by McCollum, and the shot goes in. Crawford's got 11 in the second half.
Jamal has the ball in his hands a lot in these situations, and you could see why.
Here is Lillard. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good with the triple.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Crawford with the steal. 5-on-3 break. Saric passes to Covington. Over McCollum. It's in!
Yeah, the defense had better watch out. He is starting to feel it.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
I really like when you run plays that have options, get to either one, and take the best shot available.
Shoots from the right block, sinks it, and tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
And Philadelphia calls time here. The score knotted at 110. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McCollum against Crawford. He knocks down the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Here's Lillard. Can't cash in. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.